Hey y'all, welcome. I'm Sandy, also known as I Be Wiggin' here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Today I will be reviewing Honey Bush by Belle Tress in the shade Brown Sugar Sweet Cream. This wig was provided by the Beauty Nook for me to review. You can find the Beauty Nook located on the app as well as www.thebeautynooklook.com. Make sure to shop the live wig sales every Friday night on the app at 8 p.m. Eastern. Those prices will be available to shop all weekend long until 12 a.m. Eastern Sunday night. They feature brand new styles, the Be Naturals human hair line, and sometimes clearance wig sales. So make sure that you check out those live wig sales every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay y'all, so here we go. Another wig with bangs. This is Honey Bush by Belle Tress in the shade Brown Sugar Sweet Cream, and as you can see, it features bangs. This is a very similar style to Alpha Blend. So if there are some long bobs and some different styles that you like in the Belle Tress line, but you prefer bangs, then they have made available to us some wigs with bangs. So there's a tricky thing with bangs though. When you receive them out of the box, typically they're too long. Sometimes they have a bed head. You more than likely will have to work on that style if it does have bangs, and later in the video I'm going to get into how I'm going to work on this particular style for me. As you can see, just a straight, sleek, long bob that is pretty much the same length all the way around. There's very minimal layering, if not any at all. I don't really feel like there's any layers at all to this wig. You just have some tapering at the ends that causes the style to want to fall forward. You might want to compare it possibly to Ground Theory, but Ground Theory has a shorter nape and is more elevated, where this style tends to just lay on your shoulders and be the same length all the way around. As I said, it looks nearly identical to Alpha Blend as far as the specs, the style. They've just added bangs. So if you like Alpha Blend and you are hesitant to cut bangs into that style, but you prefer them, then you absolutely should choose Honey Bush, because it has bangs. Okay, let's talk about the shade. This is Brown Sugar Sweet Cream. Now, I have reviewed Brown Sugar Sweet Cream, and you're well aware if you follow my channel that it's one of my top favorite shades in the Belle Tress line, especially when we're coming into the fall season. It is a really nice neutral brunette that has enough highlights in the shade that it creates depth and dimension and gives a little bit of brightness. It's not overly bright, but it does have some of that dimension. So what you're going to see is some dark brown, medium brown, and light brown that's been highlighted with a light ash blonde and a warm honey type blonde that doesn't cause the wig to look cool or warm. It creates an overall neutral tone. And when you have a neutral tone, even in a blonde or a brunette, then it complements a lot of skin colors because of that neutral tone in the wig. So if you are familiar with Brown Shade of Cappuccino by Raquel Welch, if that's one of your favorites in the Raquel Welch line, then I believe that you would also like this shade. But you can see it's just subtle dimension. There's no ribbons in it. It's just a really soft dimension that picks up all of those shades. And they've given us an extended lace that goes to that ear tab. So what we've seen before with that really stark transition from the cap to the ear tabs. We don't see that here because of how they've extended that lace front, which allows you to pull it up off the face if you want to, because they've given you that lace front. And that is really a nice feature on a wig with bangs, because we don't always get a cap with a lace on a wig with bangs. Most of the time they give us just a standard cap. So this allows you to pull it off the face to style, and because they've given you that extended lace, you can even pull it up a little further on the sides and have that lace front here on the side. So it really has really good coverage, and having that lace front on this wig is a really nice feature. So let's do a little bit of work on Honey Bush with these bangs. And there was a couple things that I felt like I was going to have to work on with the body of the wig as well. I noticed that when I got it, it was a little bit thick here at the bottom. Almost that feeling that you get when it starts to get a little dry on the ends and gets a little bit bushy. And I felt that in the texture of this wig. So I feel like it's right away gonna need a good swipe of heat. And to do that, as we've spoken before, because this is Belle Tress's heat-friendly fibers, you can use heat on this style. You can go from 280 up to 350. I've never went as far as 350. I'll tend to leave it between 280 to 320, just depending on how the fibers react to the heat. Sometimes they're a little bit more stubborn and you have to give it a little bit more heat. But if they react to the lower heat, such as 280, 300, then I leave it on that. So what I'm going to do is, this is the side that I feel like wants to fall forward and not be as even with this side here. So I am going to do a little bit of tweaking on it. So I'm just going to spray the wig down with water just to make it damp. You don't have to have it extremely wet. You just want to have some dampness to it. And like I said, I can feel that thickness right here at the end of the fiber. So it needs a little bit of heat, I believe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take care of this part first. And I'm just going to use a flat iron. This is from Lange, and I have it set on 300. We're going to find out if the 300 works on straightening this out, and if not, we'll pump it up a little higher. So what you're going to do, as I said, you just spray it with water and just clamp those ends and pull down. And you'll hear that sizzle, but that's okay. It's not burning the fibers. It's just treating them. So you can see it's already straightened it now, because it's kind of straightened it with that flat, blunt look. I want to have it just slightly angled to meet the other side. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of when you get to the ends, just give it a slight twist with your wrist. You just come down and angle it and give it a slight twist like that. Now you can make this bob as slick straight as you wanted. Or you could add curls to it, because it is a heat-friendly fiber, so you can change the style. I feel like with heat-friendly styles that are straight, they are so much simpler, y'all, to maintain with a heat-friendly fiber, because you're not changing the curl pattern. you're keeping it just like it was, so you don't have to change that curl. You're just adding heat to the ends. And this will maintain the fiber, keep the fibers in good condition, and redirect that style in the way that you want it to go. This is a moderate density wig. It, you know, because it's a bob, you feel like a lot of times it looks like it doesn't have a lot of hair, and it does have quite a bit of hair, but the way it lays just causes it to look light density, but I would say that it has a moderate density to this style. Okay, and while I'm at it, I'm just going to go ahead and treat this side over here a little bit. Just a quick swipe and slightly turn it again. You could also do this with a hot air brush or a curling iron, whatever tool that you have. You don't have to have a flat iron, but if you want that sleek, straight look, then I think the flat iron works best. Okay, so here we go with these bangs. So the first thing that you want to do, sorry guys, I didn't have my clips out ready for you, so I'm just going to grab a couple over here. What you want to do with your bangs, if you're getting ready to style them or cut them, is that you want to, let me turn on my brush. You want to pin the hair out of your face to separate it from the bangs. These are 4-inch bangs. My forehead is my forehead is 3 inches. So where these bangs fall on me is right at the tip of my nose. So I want to show you there are a couple ways that you can style this bang if you don't want to cut them or trim them. So what you could do is, I use a heated brush. This is also from Lange. And I just take it and I go through it and I swipe it, pull it down to where it's straight. That way you know the length that you're dealing with. And this is on 290, y'all. So pull it in there and pull it straight down. Which gives it that nice flat look if you want that flat look on your forehead. But if you don't want to do that and you want to comb the bangs over to the side, so you could side swoop them. I think what you have to do here in order for it to work is like place the heat at the lace to get that to contour up, and then it'll lay better that way. So you need to direct it underneath and contour it at the lace. Hold it there. Put your hand on it to cold set it, and then release it. And that will give you that swoop that you can wear at side swoop. So that's one option. If you don't want to do that and you like to wear it split in the middle, and you can use this same step with if you don't have a heat brush, you could do it with a hot air brush as well. but you could swoop them to the side, give it a little bit of a, take that and kind of under curl it. We go up this way, hold it. And work with it to where you get it into a curtain style bang. So what I'm going to do, and the way I prefer to wear it, is, in front of my face. So this is what we're going to do to achieve that. So I'm going to get the bangs straight. Just giving a quick swipe with the brush where it's laying flat. Now you want to make sure that you have the wig straight on your head where the ear tabs are. You have the lace front at your hairline, because you want it to always be the same length every time you put it on your head. So now that we have that ready, I'm going to grab a comb and just pull them out. And I did show you how I did this on Tea Rose, and it's essentially the same, because these bangs are not heavy, they're not overly thick, but if you wanted to thin them out, you could, absolutely, but they're not, so you can just use a point cut and cut them. That same piece of hair wants to fall down. Get out of my way, you booger. Okay, here we go. All right, we're ready. Now all you need is some shears that are designed for cutting, that has a point cut. That's the main thing, is you want it to have a pointed end on the scissors. And get into the position where you're just slightly holding it at an angle from your forehead, and then slide your fingers down towards, about less than half an inch, and then start point cutting, and just angle your scissors to a slight angle. And then you want these to be really wispy cuts. it out really nicely. You still have that wispy look to the bangs, and if you wanted to thin them out with thinning shears, you could do that as well on this step, especially on those side pieces. If you decided you wanted to do that, you could do that as well. But also, you could comb them back this way. Hold them there and see how they fall like that. Just play with it, y'all. So that's it, y'all. This is Honey Bush by Belle Tress in the shade Brown Sugar Sweet Cream. If you would like to purchase Honey Bush, it's available at the Beauty Nook. Download their app and you can find the direct link to Honey Bush in the description box below where you can shop. But they also have a lot of other name brand wigs that you can shop, as well as their Being Naturals, their exclusive human hairline. You can shop that app anytime, and you can also join the live wig sales at Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can use my code IBWiggin35 to save you 35% off of your first purchase. And before you go, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. That way you never miss any of my wig related content. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.